What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and for today I wanted to give you guys a review on the final character that we got as a part of the 3.5 Ragnarok update, and that is this guy right here, Skurge the Executioner. Now, if you guys have been following me since the drop of the update, I've uploaded a video on pretty much every single character except Skurge. And the reason why I left him until last is because that is exactly where he belongs. In my personal opinion, Skurge is the worst character of the batch that we got as a part of the 3.5 update, uniforms included. Now, the main problem that I have with Skurge as a character is his survivability. He has pretty good damage based on how I have him currently set up. However, his survivability at tier 1 is very bad. So if you're building him right now, I'm going to tell you this. Build Heimdall first. If you can, build Valkyrie first. And if you have not built the Sinister Six, work on at least Sandman first, because he's not gonna do too much for you at tier 1 that those other characters can't do for you. Especially when it comes to alliance battle, there is no way he's going to beat Sandman. And to any of you guys who thought he was gonna surpass Carnage, he's not even gonna come close. So this guy right here should definitely not be your first priority. I'm not trying to say he's the worst character in the game or anything like that, because he's pretty good for what he is and what he does. But his survivability at tier 1 is a joke, so you kind of need him at tier 2 to get a lot of the stuff that you can get done with other tier 1 characters that are currently in the game. He's a good combat character, he's a good super villain, but we have those in the special missions available to us via the Sinister Six, so go ahead and work on those guys first and then come back to him, okay? So let's go ahead and break down this guy's kit and talk some more. Now, the main problem that I have with him, like I said, is survivability. The reason why I have a problem with his survivability is because of the fact that he only has 2 partial iframes. One is on the 1 skill and the other is on the 4 skill. However, the placement of these iframes are what really annoys me. They're at the end of the skill. So at the beginning of the skill, he's gonna take damage before he can enter the iframe. Now, most people would be grateful that you have an iframe because of the fact that he has 2 stuns in his kit on the 5 and the 4. The problem here for me is that both the 5 and the 4, the stun is at the end of the skill, similar to the iframes. So all of the beneficial survivability type things that could help keep him alive are at the end of his skills, and I don't like that. If the stuns were at the beginning of one of his skills, then you could chain into the iframes and it would make him significantly better. But all of the beneficial CC/survivability type things in his kit are at the end of the skill, and you generally have to take damage with him before you can get that little bit of protection. So I don't really like that about his kit at all. He's still going to be a good character for World Boss and Shadowland at tier 1, but when it comes to stuff like Alliance Battle and PvP, I don't see him doing very well at all. But keep in mind, I'm just a scrub, so I may just be really bad at using him. One big plus about this guy's skill though is the fact that he has a guard on the 3 skill right here. It gives him a 15% increase to all attack, which is great. It's better than what Heimdall gets in terms of an attack boost. It gives him 10% increase to all speed, and it gives him some crit rate as well. On top of that, it gives him a guard. So finally, something that can give him reliable protection. However, it is only 5 hits for 5 seconds. Sadly, it's not 8 hits, so it's not going to do too much for you, but it will definitely make a noticeable impact in terms of keeping him alive. So when you're leveling up his skills, this should be one of the very first ones you get to level 6. That, and then I would say the 5 skill, okay? Another good thing about this guy's kit is his 4-star passive. I like his 4-star passive. I think it's unique, and I would like to see more of this in the game. I don't think it does too much for him as a character though. This, with the fact that he's getting some attack speed from his 3rd skill, will make it so that you're very easily going to hit the cap. On top of that, his leadership also gives him attack speed. This right here is another unique leadership. I think it's decent. It's not game changing by any means. I would have gladly taken a 30% increase to physical attack, but I can live with this. It gives him a little bit of crit rate and a little bit of attack speed. It's better than just giving him 6% crit rate, so I can live with that. The tier 2 passive is definitely a big thing for him, so if you're building him, you need to make plans of eventually tier 2ing him, because at tier 2 is where he's actually going to become a good character. At tier 1, 1, he's a decent character for me. At tier 2, I can definitely see him becoming significantly better because he gets Carnage's tier 2 passive to an extent. He gets the 5 seconds of invincibility added to his 5 skill, and that's gonna make a massive impact in terms of keeping this guy alive. So if you're building him, definitely start making plans of tier 2ing him. If you're not building him, you don't need to be in a rush because he's just a decent character to have in your roster. One thing that I gotta let you guys know when you're building him is that there's only gonna be one real ISO set that you can roll for, which is gonna be a pain in the ass for a lot of you guys who don't have a lot of gold, and that is Overdrive. One of the hardest ISO sets, if not the hardest ISO set to roll for in this game. So if you like him and you wanna build him as optimal as possible, that's probably gonna be the only ISO set that you can roll for him, just because of how much attack speed he's getting natively. 9% here. This one right here stacks all the way up to, I believe, like 15-20%. And on top of that, he gets 10% whenever you activate this right here. That's not even the end of it, guys. His freaking gears actually give him attack speed as well natively as one of the top stats. So he's gonna be very easily capped out in terms of attack speed whenever you use him. You would think that would make his animations extremely fast and make him able to kind of stun lock and lock down the enemy. However, that's not what I've found with him, so that is very unfortunate. Especially since out of all of the 3 characters that we got from the update, I have him built the best. So it's not that I'm shitting on him because I don't have him built very well. I have the others built very well as well, but he is built significantly better than them. He has an obelisk, he has ISO set, he has better gears, but I just have not seen very much from him, so I can't really say that he's better than them by any means. Speaking of ISO sets, I actually have Power Fangry Hulk on him. That's not good because, like I said, Overdrive is the only ISO set that you want, and that is why I put this 1 4-star ISO right here, because eventually, if I plan to tier 2 him, then I will definitely reroll for Overdrive and swap out that ISO. As for custom gear, I gave him crit damage, crit rate, and a damage prop because once I tier 2 him, whenever the hell that is, I want to test him out in alliance battle and show you guys how he performs when compared to Sandman and Carnage, because a lot of people were on the hype train saying he may become one of the new ABX characters. Not really seeing it. I'm not saying he won't break 100k. He most definitely will. Somebody out there is going to play him well enough to break 100k, but he's not going to be a game changer in my eyes. As for the stats on him, you guys can take a look for yourself. We have 130 for attack speed. So like I said, attack speed on him is the easiest thing for you to max out. We have 75% crit rate, 177 for crit damage, 40% for ignore defense, which we will finish off as soon as I get his gears completed, and we have reduced cooldown duration sitting at 49%. Speaking of his gears, the last one right here is roll for skill cooldown because he doesn't get any natively. So what we're going to do for today is we're going to take him into Shadowland, which I have not even started for this week, and we're going to put him up against Spider-Man Speed Relay, and I'm going to show you guys just how well he performs using this build right here. So you guys can see for yourself and make your own judgment on whether or not you think he's a great character, and let me know what your Skurge has been able to do for you. Where is this guy? There we go. Let's play, boys. Alright. And he got stunned. That's not good. With this guy, your priority should always be to keep up the shield, guys. Outside of the shield, or guard or whatever, he's dead. Like, he's pretty much dead. And Spider-Man got me, so it's pretty much a matter of time right here. Boom. We got it, but you guys can see for yourself. This guy has great damage, but his freaking survivability, I'm telling you, you'll try him out for yourself and you'll see that he's gonna die on you quite a bit doing the most minuscule of tasks, but he has good damage. So if you're more skilled than I am, maybe he will work out for you. I'm gonna try him out in World Boss and try to give you guys some gameplay using him there. But that's all for this one. Like always, thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love.